Year 326 BCE can be regarded as a pivotal moment in Indian history. In 326 BCE, one of the most significant historical events in India happened. This is the year when Alexander the Great decided to invade India. In this year, Alexander's forces entered the Indian subcontinent and encountered the powerful kingdoms of the region. After conquering the Persian Empire, Alexander set his sights on the Indian subcontinent. In 326 BCE, he crossed the Indus River, entering the region that is now part of modern-day Pakistan. One of the most famous battles during Alexander's Indian campaign was the Battle of the Hydaspes, fought between Alexander's army and the forces of King Porus, also known as Puru in Indian texts. This battle took place near the river Hydaspes, which is modern-day Jhelum River in Pakistan. King Porus ruled the region between the Jhelum and Chenab rivers. Despite being heavily outnumbered and outmatched in terms of military technology, Porus offered strong resistance to Alexander's forces. The battle is notable for the use of war elephants by Porus, which were a new challenge for the Macedonian army. Although Alexander won the battle, he was impressed by Porus's bravery and leadership. Alexander restored Porus to his throne and even gave him more territory to govern. This act was part of Alexander's strategy of securing loyalty from local rulers. After the Battle of the Hydaspes, Alexander intended to push further into the Indian subcontinent, towards the Ganges River. However, his troops, weary from years of campaigning and daunted by the prospect of facing the vast armies of the Nanda Empire in the Gangetic Plains, mutinied at the Hyphasis River, which is the modern-day Beas River. As a result, Alexander was forced to turn back. Alexander's retreat marked the end of his eastern campaign. His journey back involved traveling down the Indus River and eventually returning to Babylon, where he died in 323 BCE. Though Alexander's stay in India was brief, it left a lasting impact on the region, including the establishment of Greek-influenced cities and the spread of Hellenistic culture. Ever imagined what would have happened if Alexander had not gone back and invaded entire India? If Alexander the Great had fully invaded and conquered the Indian subcontinent in 326 BCE, the course of history in both India and the wider ancient world would have been dramatically altered. Here are some potential outcomes. If Alexander had successfully conquered the Indian subcontinent, he might have established a vast empire that stretched from Greece in the west to the Ganges River in the east. This would have made his empire one of the largest in history at the time, encompassing a diverse range of cultures, languages, and religions. Regional powers like the Nanda Empire and other smaller kingdoms might have been overthrown or absorbed into Alexander's empire. Local rulers could have been replaced by Greek or Greek-allied governors, leading to a restructuring of the political landscape. The rise of the Mauryan Empire under Chandragupta Maurya might have been delayed or prevented altogether. If Alexander's successors had maintained control over the region, the Maurya dynasty might never have emerged, or it might have taken a different form. The full-scale invasion of India by Alexander could have accelerated the spread of Hellenistic culture across the subcontinent. This would have likely led to greater integration of Greek language, art, architecture, and philosophy into Indian society. This could have also resulted in unique blends of Greek and Indian art, religion, and science, influencing everything from sculpture and architecture to literature and religious practices. Conversely, Indian ideas, philosophies, and religious practices could have spread more widely into the Western world, influencing Greek and later Roman thought. Conquering the entirety of the Indian subcontinent would have been a monumental task, likely resulting in continuous resistance from local populations and rulers. The sheer size and diversity of India might have made it difficult for Alexander to maintain control, leading to frequent rebellions and the eventual fragmentation of his empire after his death. The inclusion of India in Alexander's empire could have intensified conflicts among his successors, as they vied for control of this rich and populous region. This might have led to prolonged wars and instability in both India and the broader Hellenistic world. With India fully integrated into Alexander's empire, trade routes between the East and West might have been more robust and interconnected, leading to increased exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. This could have accelerated the spread of innovations, such as Indian numerals, medicinal knowledge, and textile techniques to the Western world. The interaction between Greek and Indian religions might have led to the development of new syncretic religious traditions. For example, the fusion of Greek gods with Indian deities, or the blending of philosophical traditions such as Greek rationalism with Indian metaphysical concepts, could have created entirely new religious movements. Despite initial success, the eventual decline of Alexander's empire in India might have been inevitable due to the logistical challenges of ruling such a vast and diverse territory. Over time, regional powers might have reasserted themselves, leading to the rise of new Indian dynasties that would absorb or repulse the Greek influence. Even after the decline of direct Greek rule, the cultural and intellectual influence of Hellenism might have persisted in India for centuries, similar to the way Greek culture influenced the Middle East and Central Asia long after the fall of Alexander's empire. Similarly, this may have also prevented the British ruling India much later. To summarize, if Alexander had fully invaded and conquered India in 326 BCE, it would have reshaped the political, cultural, and economic landscape of the region and beyond. The fusion of Greek and Indian cultures might have led to significant developments in art, science, and philosophy, while the political consequences could have altered the course of Indian history dramatically. However, the challenges of maintaining control over such a vast and diverse territory might have ultimately led to the fragmentation of his empire, leaving behind a complex legacy of cultural exchange and historical transformation. If you enjoy such interesting videos, do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay curious, friends, and thank you for watching.